I am joined with two of our PRRT master instructors, Ben Pero and Carl Christie. We're talking about the PRRT Accelerator program that is brand new and very exciting. Ben, Carl, you guys both have several programs under your belt. I'm wondering uh, when someone, what's the feedback that you're getting from your students, Ben, after they complete a course?
Um, it's interesting to see, because it depends depends on what walk of life they come from. Again, I've worked with PTs, chiropractors, osteopaths, acupuncturists, doctors. The whole works have come in, and they all everybody's excited. By the end of that weekend, they're all excited to see where they can put this. I've taken many other courses, and I remember leaving courses like, yeah, I got something out of that. I wasn't excited about it though. Very few. I was actually really excited about PERT, really excited. I typically get emails a couple months afterwards, and they're still telling me like, you can't believe what just happened, right? They're giving me the success stories, and it's like, keep coming back because there's so much more, right? Because there's this is a never-ending journey that we're on, and it's just so exciting to see the passion that comes out of the weekend, come out of each one of these courses. So
Yeah, I'd say ironically, the more highly trained they are, the more they appreciate PERT because it's
100%.
so different and it's so next level that some of the people that I've taught that are very well educated and have more than one technique under their belt, once they get their hands on PERT, those are the people that text me and be like, "You'll never believe I did the thing and the thing and this happened and then
Hmm.
I tried that and I did the bobbity boop and all of a sudden like this pain that I've been working on for 3 months is gone."
Yeah.
And it's just fantastic because that's one of the things I love about PERT is like teaching people and getting it out there because the more people we teach, the more people are out of pain, and that's the dream.
If you had a friend who was considering joining the accelerator program or one of our live courses and they were on the fence, what would you tell them is the reason for learning PERT?
There's so many ways to answer this, but I'd been in the business a long time before I found PERT, and just in a nutshell, I was not only learning about things I didn't even know existed, but I also knew how to treat them and get results that I didn't even know were possible before. So that's kind of a big deal. So if you're on the fence about doing PERT, what I usually tell people is do it because you won't regret it. It definitely got into the shut up and take my money phase. After I chose the right side of the fence, I definitely have not regretted it, and it's been fantastic to incorporate it in my practice and take into lots of different aspects of how I can help people get out of pain. So it's been a fantastic experience.
Yeah, I would mirror everything he just said, and I would also, for someone that's on the fence, I'd give them a warning. If you are worried about being too busy and worried about people lining up at your door, this isn't your class. I credit
Yeah,
PERT for the reason why I'm about 3 months out for new clients consistently. So
without advertising.
without advertising.
Yeah, just word of mouth. It definitely has been a schedule accelerator as well.
Or
They tell everybody. So it's
yeah,
it's
Yeah,
it's beautiful.
yeah, it sells itself.
speaking of selling itself, for those who are just thinking this is another CE program, how would you say this compares to other modalities that you
Really, when you get into advanced work, you tend to focus less on where the pain is and more about what the pain's cause is. And even though I felt like I'd been practicing that way for a long time, once I learned PERT, I kind of felt like I'd been practicing backwards for 18 years. And being able to really treat pain at closer to the root as possible, getting into the neural aspects of it, getting into the reflex aspects, you're not just saying, oh, it hurts here, let's rub here. You're really getting into the deeper levels of how pain even exists, and it's just it's treating the source. And we're not cats chasing the laser anymore. We're trying to actually figure out where the mechanism is and take the batteries out of that instead of just chasing a bright dot. We as humans are very easily distracted by shiny objects, and we tend to focus on where the pain is instead of where it's coming from. So that's really the biggest thing for me.
Yeah, again, fully agree. PERT took me from a place of treating from what I thought I knew to treating what the body's telling me. It's like really truly having a conversation, and instead of me putting in my thoughts and putting in, okay, this is how this should work, this is what the textbook says. It took me into like, no, we're actually having a conversation here. I'm reading what the body's telling us. We're responding to what it's telling us. We're letting it drive the bus. I mean, it's a game changer. It's not how most of us were taught in school. It's not how it's
Yeah.
as Carl said, we're taught, we're in our culture, we're taught to, okay, it hurts here, let's beat this up. Let's beat it into submission. Usually that doesn't one feel good, and it doesn't usually get the results we're looking for. It completely opened my mindset up into looking at it in a much different standpoint, to like Carl said, we're trying to find the actual cause.
And I'll say, even though I'm a neuromuscular therapist by training, and palpation is like half of what you do, I feel like once I got through PERT, my palpation levels went through the roof because I was more gentle, I was listening better. And like Ben said, I feel like I got better at listening to the body and having a conversation with it instead of just saying, here's what I do to you. It's not a treatment as much as it is a solution finding apparatus.
What's your slogan, Carl, for everyone?
More PERT, less hurt.
Yeah.
Well, I know I'm really excited for Charlotte, and we're putting this as part of the Charlotte program that we're building out. This is a brand new offering to get people prepped up and ready for that program. It's going to be available for both the live and virtual attendees, and I'm really excited to put it together with you guys and have you out here. So thank you so much for joining me, Ben and Carl. This is amazing. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, we're
Can't
looking
wait.
forward to it.